Yo, 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 what's going on, bro? I'm going to wait a couple minutes to let people join in and then we'll get started. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, what's going on, bro? So far, the day's going by very well. You said, by the way, sorry for not updating you yesterday. I was really tired. Yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. As long as you're staying focused, as long as you're getting things done, and then you eventually update me, I'm happy. Yeah, guys. So we're going to try a new format. I usually do recorded videos for this channel, but we're going to look at, let me cause the camera to stop. Let's see, moving. Okay, good. So yeah, we're gonna do a new format where we sit down, we have a conversation. We go live like this. I can interact with you guys in the chat. So if at any point you have a question, you can drop it here. Awesome. Let me see how many people. How much time did you? How much time did it take to get to the top, bro? It's going to take as long as it takes. A lot of you guys ask these questions because you seek confirmation, you seek permission to go out there and do what you need to do. But it's going to take as long as it takes. I thought I would be a millionaire 6 months into doing it, but that's not a realistic expectation. We're going to get into that later in the show. By the way, guys, how's the audio? Let me know in the chat. Is the audio good? Let me know in the chat. Good audio. Awesome. Audio is great. Oh, snap. Shout out to India. Okay. So I want to talk about why you weren't happy because this world, whenever I go out into the day-to-day reality, I see people that they're just so unhappy. And guys, hold the questions until after I finish this lesson. So if you want me to answer your question, hold it until the end, and then I'll answer it then. But as I was saying, I go out amongst the people on a day-to-day basis, and people just seem so unhappy. And I, on the other hand, I'm always positive. I'm a beacon of positivity. I don't care what's going on. I'm always positive. And I've been like that for years. To me, I'm just genuinely happy. I'm fulfilled. And I don't know, life is a game to me. It's fun. I'm back in the game. So whenever I was at my brokest, even whenever I was at my brokest point, I still found happiness. I still found fulfillment because I was focused on my purpose. I was focused on becoming better, learning how to speak properly. I used to mumble. I used to be that person whenever I would talk, I would say something to you, and it's like they would hear me, but they didn't know what I said. And that annoyed me. And a lot of you have things in your day to day life that you're insecure about, that you don't like, that you want to improve. And that in and of itself, that purpose that you get from going after and attacking that and getting better and stronger and faster and richer should be all that you need to feel happy, to feel fulfilled. But also, people don't understand what happiness is. They think happiness is that really, ha ha ha, giddy. I'm never like that. I'm literally never like that. But I would say on a day to day basis, I'm just like this. That's how my energy is. My emotions are like that because I'm focused on what I'm doing. I'm getting better by the day. And I can look at my track record of success. My entire goal was to be able to make enough money to where I didn't need to worry about a job. And then I did it. And then my next goal became enough money to be able to travel the world. And then I did it. And then my next goal is to make $10,000 a month. And then I did it. And then the next goal, the next goal, the next goal. Life is going to be a constant evolution, a constant progression on your part. You're never going to reach a point where you feel, I made it. I don't need to do anything else. I made it. You're never going to reach that point. And if you do reach that point, it's because you're giving up. You're never going to reach a point where you feel like the work is over. The work is always there to do. Like even to this day, and I've done this for years, I'm the first one up, I'm the last one to go to bed because I'm so excited about what I've got to do the next day that I have to literally make myself go to sleep. And then I wake up and I get started on the day immediately. I immediately sit down and I get to work. So, the number one reason why you feel unhappy is you lack purpose. Now, purpose is a very easy thing for you to figure out. A lot of you think that purpose is something that you're just one day going to wake up and you totally understand your purpose on this world and you're never going to question yourself again. And that's a psyop. It's a psyop to keep you purposeless. Purpose is getting better. Purpose is progressing. So there's not some purpose that's just your destiny to achieve. That is a psyop. Instead, what's true is that each and every one of you, you have unique gifts. You have something that you bring to the table. For me, it's my ability to write. It's my ability to be able to speak, to be able to influence people with the written word and spoken word, and to inspire people, and to understand things, to be able to break it down into a very simple to understand, like formula, essentially. Those are some of my gifts, and I lean into those every single day. And you have individual gifts that you've had ever since you can remember. Maybe you haven't unlocked them yet, but they're there. That's what motivates you every single day. So if you're unhappy, it's because you don't have purpose. And you don't need to think of it as some spiritual self-help type of garbage. It's your purpose is to get better every single day. Let me know in the chat if this is making sense. Let me know in the chat right now. Does this make sense? Let me know. Does this make sense? Let me know in the chat right now. Stop wasting time. Yes, makes sense. Okay, good. So that's number one. Number two is you mindlessly consume content to pass the time. You mindlessly go through your phone because instead of you sitting down and getting to work and being revealed to you that you need to be more skilled and that you need to be more intelligent, and that you need to take more action, instead, it's easy for you to get on X, get on Instagram, get on TikTok, and just mindlessly consume. And the more you mindlessly consume, one, it overstimulates your brain, so you can't find happiness, you can't find fulfillment. It also zaps your energy. So I would invite all of you to start creating more than you consume. Start creating more than you consume. Don't distract yourself by just mindlessly consuming content. Don't distract yourself through just mindlessly doing garbage. Who is this person? Let's see. Hide. Cool. Any stupid questions are going to get banned forever. Missing Dylan's motivational talks. Awesome. So, yeah, as I was saying, focus on creating more than you consume. And you start out in the beginning. It could be you creating content for X, it could be you creating content for Instagram. But just focus on creating more than you mindlessly consume and stop distracting yourself from doing the work. The work is the purpose. The work is what gets you paid. The work is what makes your life better. And I was on a show earlier today. We were doing a live stream. And essentially what I said is that business is the greatest form of self-improvement. Because as you're going out there and you're building a business, there's no reality other than you getting better, getting more skilled, getting faster, taking more action, changing your life. You cannot achieve financial success in business without becoming a better person. So instead of you sitting around reading all these self-help books, and we'll get to that in a minute, instead of you doing that, you need to focus on building yourself, building a business. And guys, I might have to step away for a minute, but I'll be right back. But anyways, that's what you need to do. Business is the greatest form of self improvement, hands down. Which leads us to you follow the law of attraction instead of following the will of God. The law of attraction, if you look deeply into it, the law of attraction and a lot of the quote unquote self help stuff that has been pushed to the masses, if you look deeply into it, it's satanic. They want you to believe that you are the main creator of your reality. They want to have you sitting around doing vision boards, chanting affirmations like the pagans, doing all that stuff. And while there's nothing wrong with affirmations from a sense of psyoping yourself into being a success and controlling your mind, you sitting around trying to law of attract your way into the life that you want, it's of the devil. It really is. So you need to focus on finding the will of God. Now, how do you find the will of God? Well, you find it by praying to God, by talking to God. Father, show me the way. Show me how and what I need to be doing to become my best self. Pray for strength. Pray for pray for foresight. I've said this many times. 98% of the success that I've achieved in life is because of my faith in God, because it's kept me principled. It's kept me focused. And God's helped me so many times, so many times. I've even been offered deals to become a clown, essentially. I'm talking about big time deals where I could partner with some of the streamers that you guys have seen, do streams with them, and essentially do all the antics that you see a lot of streamers do. But I decided to keep my soul because to me, that's a form of selling your soul. You're going to get money, and then you're basically, okay, you have to stream with this person, you have to do this, you have to push these ideas. And I'm not going to do that. I would rather it take me longer to achieve my goals and keep my soul. Because I've seen time and time again, I've became everything I wanted to be and more while keeping my soul. So going back to the law of attraction stuff, instead of you sitting here wanting to law of attract yourself into the reality that you want, you need to pray about it and then work. Because you can't, literally, you can't do anything in this world unless you go out there and earn it. So you need to be mindful of what you speak, mindful of what you think, and stop getting down these rabbit holes of you being the creator of your life. I get it. It sounds awesome. It sounds invigorating. But you being the main creator sounds a lot like what happened in the book of Genesis, like the Garden of Eden. You're going to become like God. That's essentially what a lot of the law of attraction people have psyoped a lot of people into thinking that they are their own God. And that's just simply not true. You could take the most powerful people in this world, and they're still human. No matter how good you become, you are still human. So I would put more attention into you praying to God and giving him the glory for what you're achieving, because I can promise you, I'm living proof of this. The more glory you give to God, the better your life's going to get, the more happier you will be, the more fulfilled that you will be. Instead of you sitting here and trying to law of attract yourself and driving yourself crazy. Maybe I just don't understand the secrets yet. Maybe I'm not saying the right affirmations. Instead of you doing that and then driving yourself crazy, you need to give glory to God and work your butt off. Become stronger, become faster, become richer. See, can you upload the live? Yeah, it's going to be uploaded. Don't worry. Christ is king. That's a fact. So yeah, guys, and let me know, guys, if you want to have more topics about God, about the law of attraction, about all that, because this is one of those opinions that I just never really talk about. I usually just talk about, like, example, mindset, making money and all that type of stuff. But if you guys want to know more about the stuff, let me know. And the next thing that keeps you unhappy is setting false expectations of yourself. A lot of you will get started and you set this expectation on yourself that somehow within 30 days, you're going to become a millionaire, or within 30 days, you're going to be making $10,000 a month. And that's a false expectation. You're setting yourself up to fail before you even get started. Because even whenever I got started, I wanted to get rich like this. And so what would happen is I would start making progress. I would make $200. I would make $1,000. But then I would be like, man, I'm never going to get rich at this rate. So I would stop that and I would go do something else until it hit me. Every rich person gets started wherever they are. And you need to build it up. If you want to make $10,000 a month, first you need to make your first $100, and then $200, then $500, and then $1,000, and then 15, and then 2,000, then 2,500, then 3,000. And if you focus on setting the correct expectations, guess what's going to happen? You're going to achieve the goals that you set for yourself. It's guaranteed. That's how you should be working. It's not by setting these false expectations because it makes you feel motivated because you saw some guy driving a Lambo on Instagram. It needs to be set on becoming better and better and better. So set the correct expectations. And then the next one is you don't 100% commit. You always, everything you do, you never 100% commit. You kind of put your foot in, but you have the other one out. Everything you do it that way. But then if you look at your life, the things that you've achieved, it's because you went 100% in. So if you want to become rich, if you want to become successful, if you want to have the life that you dream of, maybe you see the life that I have and you want to live like me, you're only going to achieve that through being 100% committed. 100% commitment is what's required. That's what you got to do. You need to be 100% committed to everything you do. Be intentional. Stop sitting around half committing to everything that you do because it's going to keep you poor. It's going to keep you lazy. It's going to keep you unmotivated. You need to be 100% committed to what it is that you are doing, and that's that. See, this is crazy. Today is the Dylan Madden day. I watched your pod on Tyson, then I watched your Instagram live, then I watched your real world stream. Now I'm here. It shows you're hardworking. Shout out to you, bro. See, everybody, give him a round of money bags. That is awesome. Love it. That's what every single one of you should be like him. Next, you overthink. You overthink everything, bro. Like literally, even what should you eat? You overthink that. And then you wonder why you're not achieving the life that you want. Like imagine you want to get rich, you want to live the life that you want, but you overthink everything. You overthink what food you're going to eat. You overthink what you're going to dress. You overthink the best way to approach XYZ person. You need to think less and do more. You need to be intentional. You need to do things that directly benefit you. And instead of you sitting around overthinking and trying to analyze things that you have no experience doing, why don't instead you sit down and take action? You take action, you get results, you replan, you take more action. That's what I meant whenever I said work, replan, work. So stop overthinking everything, bro. I want every single one of you to make a commitment to me right now that instead of you sitting down and overthinking everything you do, I want you to think about it and 2 minutes later be taking action. So no more overthinking. It's leading you to being unhappy. It's leading you to be less powerful. You're using your own mind against yourself. Use your mind as your greatest ally, your greatest friend, because that's what it's there for. Your mind is there to help you navigate this world. And if you train your mind to be your friend, to be your ally, to give you good ideas, you are going to achieve such an amazing life, bro, especially if you keep God first. If you keep God first, you focus on controlling your mind, you focus on waking up every day, you focus on doing the work, your life is going to be fantastic. And then finally, you label yourself. You label yourself introverted, you label yourself extroverted, you label yourself unlucky, lucky, all these different things. And you need to stop with those labels because whenever you label something, that gives power to it. That is now your mental construct on what that thing is. And the mind is very powerful. The Bible even talks about the power of the mind, the power of the tongue. So you need to stop labeling things. As an example, let's say that you want to reach out to a client. You reach out to the client and they reject you or they ignore you. Most people have that happen. And then they think to themselves, yeah, I'm bad at outreach. No, bro, it's because you've only sent one DM or you've only just got started. So you need to stop labeling things and you need to be a realist. I'm a realist because I sit down and I think about what it is that I want to accomplish and then I go out and do it. And if I don't get it the first time, I ask myself, why didn't I get it? And then from there, I take action again and surprise, surprise, I get it. So you need to stop labeling yourself and stop limiting yourself and instead just be you. Be the best version of yourself. You yourself at your core, you're awesome. You should love yourself. But everything else, any weaknesses you have, any strengths that you have, you need to work on yourself. You need to become better. So understand that it's not about hating yourself. It's not about having low self-esteem or low self-worth, or I need to suffer or anything like that. It's about at your core, you're good, but you need to be better. Because the better you become, the better of a life your family's going to have, the better life you're going to have, the better life the world is going to be. And so, yeah, that's my final point, bro. So I'm going to open up the floor for any questions. Any questions you have, start dropping them now. We've got a few more minutes, and then I'm going to get off. What's one thing you suggest to change to 100% think like the rich to always have money? Go through the money bag mindset course inside of TRW. Can you talk about web dev and mobile dev? Is it good? Which one to learn? And some advice to start. Web development's good. I've got a course about that inside of TRW that you can check out. As far as mobile dev, I have zero opinion about that. So I would encourage you to go into web dev and check out the social media and client acquisition campus. Will this stream be archived? Of course. What should I do about the regret I feel for wasting 7 months due to overthinking? So you can sit around regretting and not do anything and then beating yourself up, or you can realize, yeah, I wasted my time. I was overthinking. I didn't take action. I'm going to fix it and I'm going to start taking action. Now, that's going to serve you better than you sitting around regretting it. How do you think a crash would impact all online businesses? So if it was like, it depends on the type of crash, bro. If it's a crash that drastically affects the whole world, of course, it's going to just dramatically negatively affect everybody. But if it's just a regular crash and it's kind of controlled, and that seems to be what they're trying to do. They're trying to crash it, but keep it controlled. Then, yes, you're going to have to bring more to the table, but there's always going to be money being made somehow. There's always going to be rich people. So all you need to do is find out how to do it. And obviously, we teach that inside of TRW. Should we sometimes let content be pushed out or we post every day? Thank you for the lessons. I landed a client recently. Shout out to you. And I would encourage you just to post content every day, bro. The more content you post, the more eyes will be on you. I'll take one more question and then we're finished for today. Let's see. As a newbie, should I go all in on copywriting or learn to write copy, but after a certain pair up with media buying? So don't worry about media buying anytime soon. Learn copywriting and then immediately get into my campus and learn client acquisition immediately, and you'll crush it. Don't worry about media buying anytime soon. See, Dylan, what if my parents are not really happy with making money on the internet? Well, always respect your parents, always respect what it is they want, but you have to understand that you, at the end of the day, make all the choices for your life. So, what I did growing up is my family was not as super interested in what I was doing. So, I understood that, of course, they're not. They love me, they care about me. And I sound like just another crazy motivational entrepreneur. So, I need to go out there and achieve something and show them. And so, I focused on getting the results and then I showed them and they were proud of me. So, that's what I would encourage you to do. What's up, Dylan? Big love from Egypt. Shout out to Egypt. Dylan, time for one more question. Proceeds to answer more than one question. Show value. Every time. I literally always, okay, one more question. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm still answering questions. But they think it's illegal or something like that. Well, bro, clearly, like if you focus on selling a service, you're going to be fine. Stop overthinking. I'm pretty sure our professor is not graduated from uni, right? Yeah. So I went to 3 to 6 months of college and I asked my professor. It's funny, I'm a professor now. I asked my professor, I was like, because I was so lost back then, guys. Like, I genuinely did not know what I wanted to do with my life. And I asked him, what kind of businesses have you actually ran? And he told me, Dylan, I've never had a business. Me and a partner and I were going to go in and buy this franchise, but then we decided not to. So I just started teaching, like teaching college. And I was like, so you've never had a business? And he was like, no. I literally stood up. This shows you how like strong-minded I am. Stood up, packed my bags up, and I left. I never went back. So I went to college, but it was like 3 to 6 months. Professor, can I sleep for like 5, 6 hours in 2 weeks for working more? It's not about sleeping less and working more. That's stupid. Sleeping, aka getting sleep, makes your brain more powerful. If you sleep less, your brain is less powerful. So you should aim for 6 to 8 hours of sleep per night. And then the time that you're awake, focus on doing things that you actually need to be doing. Be intentional. So go through my time management course and you'll learn everything you need to know about time management. Because a lot of people have the psyop, this illusion that if they sleep less, that now they're going to get more done. But all they end up doing is having a less powerful mind. That's it. Can you please give some points on how to have control over your mind? Well, for starters, start controlling your thoughts. Your thoughts are going to be going all the time, and your environment motivates them. So have your environment be a solid environment, number one. Number two is negative thoughts are going to come, but you need to quickly reframe them to something positive. That's it. And then be mindful of how you talk to yourself. Look at yourself and talk to yourself as if it's a friend that you deeply respect. A lot of you talk to your mind as if it's an enemy. You talk to your mind as if it's weak, as if it's your enemy. You need to talk to it as if it's a friend that you deeply respect. If you do that, the rest of the stuff I cover inside of the Money Bag Mindset course. How do you make yourself believe that you can do something you haven't done before? Easy. You do it. The easiest way to believe in yourself is by you doing the thing. I could sit there and try to make myself believe that I can write emails, or I can write the emails and show myself that I did it. So always doing the thing is going to give you the belief. You can't manufacture belief. You need to go out there and experience belief. Thanks for everything, brother. How can we land a 4K client with email marketing through Instagram? So you need to come up with an offer that's about 2K a pop. So 2K per client, close to clients. Leverage what I teach when it comes to prospecting to figure out what their problems are and then offer it to them. That's how you do it. It's the easiest way. Stop making it harder than it actually is. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it for today. We've done a live stream earlier this morning, did an Instagram live, did a Money Bag AMA to the students. Now we just did a YouTube live. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. If you want to see more of these, and we'll just start having conversations. With that said, I'm going to head off to a meeting. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you guys. Also, if you have not yet watched it, go watch my most recent upload of the vlog, NBM Declassified. Go take a look and watch that entire vlog. It was hilarious. There's also a part in the vlog where I scared the crap out of Colson. I scared the crap out of him. So you need to go and watch that vlog. Thank you for sitting down. And we had a nice conversation today. So if you want to see more of these, we'll sit down and start doing more. That said, have a fantastic day. Peace.